Okay, finishing up our videos on unit conversions, we're going to talk about measuring weight and temperature. Our objective, we want to use proportions to convert between units of weight, and we want to use formulas to convert between units of temperature. So proportions for units of weight and formulas for units of temperature. All right, so again, what do we know about this that's going to be helpful? Let me slide up a little bit here, I think. We know what proportions are. Okay, we know that if we have a proportion, their cross products are equal, and that can be used to solve for an unknown, and that these are very useful when we have a known relationship. Okay, common units for measuring weight. In the English system, our base unit is the pound. Okay, we get smaller, we measure things in ounces. And when we get larger, we measure things in tons. Okay, those are the general units for us in the English system. In the metric systems, their base unit is the gram. It's actually significantly lighter than the pound. Okay, smaller than that, they measure in milligrams, which is a very, very light unit of weight. And of course, larger than that, we go into kilograms. Kilograms for them are a little closer to our pounds, actually. Okay, but that's what they get into. I think with really, really big, the word is ton, T-O-N-N-E, I think. But really, the largest they get into are kilograms in general, what you'll see out there in normal circumstances. So let's do some conversions for weight, and then we'll get into the formulas for temperature. So example 1 here, we want to convert 120 pounds to kilograms. In other words, I weigh 120 pounds. What is my weight in kilograms? When we're told that there's a known relationship that 1 pound is equal to 45 hundredths of a kilogram. In other words, kilograms are heavier than pounds. So let's jot that down. We know a known ratio is that 1 pound is equivalent to 0.45 kilograms. And we have an unknown relationship, an unknown ratio. We know the pounds part of it. Well, in this one, I put pounds in the numerator. So I'll continue to put pounds in the numerator here so that the math turns out correct. And I don't know the number of kilograms that 120 pounds is equivalent to. Again, I have a proportion. So I know the cross products are equivalent. I can multiply and divide. And I come up with that 120 pounds is equivalent to 45 kilograms. So if you feel like you're too heavy in pounds, just change your weight to kilogram and you will see a smaller number. How nice is that? Okay, the next example here, we'll do one more. All right. Example 2, an aquarium holds 143,000th of a cubic meter of water. 143 thousandths cubic meters of water. Ooh, I think that's correct. How much does this water weigh? Okay, and we're telling you that a cubic meter is equivalent to 1,000 kilograms. Okay, so 1 cubic meter weighs 1,000 kilograms. So again, we have a known ratio that says 1 cubic meter is equivalent to 1,000 kilograms. That's our known relationship. And I have an unknown because I don't know one of the parts. I know the cubic meters. Well, if I have cubic meters in the numerator of my known, I need to put cubic meters in the numerator of my unknown. Match up your units. And I don't know how many kilograms that is. So there's my proportion. Again, we'll go back to our cross products. Whenever you have a proportion, the cross products are equivalent. Cross multiply and divide to solve for x. And in this case, the number of kilograms is 143 kilograms. Okay, so a couple of examples there for using proportions to convert units of weight. Let's take a look now at temperature. And temperature is pretty straightforward. Okay, there's just a formula to go from the metric system to the English system. The metric system is Celsius. The English system is Fahrenheit. Okay, and to go from Celsius to Fahrenheit, well, Fahrenheit, which is what the F stands for, is equal to 9/5 times the temperature in Celsius plus 32. So if the American is in Europe and is given a Celsius temperature, the American would do the conversion to get a Fahrenheit temperature to have a better sense of what it feels like or what it's like outside. Vice versa, to go from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Well, here's where the European comes to America, and the European is used to Celsius temperatures, and he or she sees on the TV a Fahrenheit temperature, and the European says, well, I don't really get that. You know, what is that in temperature that I'm used to understanding? And the formula for that is that the Celsius is equal to 5/9 times the difference of the Fahrenheit temperature minus 32. Let's do one example. Okay, we want to convert from 30 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. So again, pretend that as an American, you're in Europe, and the TV says, oh, it'll be a high of 30 today. And you're thinking, oh my goodness, that's cold. Well, that's Celsius, so let's convert it to Fahrenheit. So Fahrenheit is equal to 9/5 Celsius plus 32. We'll do a substitution. 9/5, so the Celsius temperature is 30 plus 32. Well, this is a calculation, so it's time to put that into a calculator. And if I turn my notes here, I'll see it. The Fahrenheit temperature is 88 degrees. Okay, so a 30 degree Celsius temperature is a hot temperature. Okay, it's an 88 degree Fahrenheit temperature, which we know is rather warm. So there's how you do that conversion there. So we'll be working with those proportions and those equations, those formulas to do our conversions.